Swinging the bat, nice. To deep center, and Pache will launch it off the wall. And Harrison is going to slide into second with a leadoff double.
I ain't got no pop. I ain't got no pop.
Josh Harrison had a phenomenal 2021 season that's flying well under the radar right now. Chris Taylor and Chris Bryant are getting all of the attention as great players who played a lot of defensive positions, but I think Josh Harrison could be the best utility player in MLB right now, and I want you to give me a chance to prove what the numbers might not tell you. Speaking of numbers not telling us things, I'll show you some numbers that try to tell us things. Jay Hay had a slash line of 271, 341, 400 with an OPS plus of 106, where 100 is league average. So he was a slightly above average hitter according to the numbers, and compared to the aforementioned Chris Squared, he's the worst of the three if you only look at the base statistics. But in Harrison's case, it's not so cut and dry. Harrison's approach at the plate differs drastically from both Taylor and Bryant, because Josh Harrison doesn't know the meaning of the words walk or strikeout. Josh Harrison gets the job done himself. Handouts? Josh Harrison doesn't need them. Josh Harrison takes what's Josh Harrison's, and doesn't let anybody get in Josh Harrison's way. Josh Harrison. Alright, that's probably enough metaphor. The point is that Josh Harrison puts the ball in play. A lot. Out of his 558 plate appearances during the 2021 season, Harrison put the ball in play 433 times, or in 78% of plate appearances. He swings early, and he swings often, and it's an approach that's really worked for him. While he sometimes brings out his dad's strength to go yard, Harrison is a contact hitter looking for hits anywhere and everywhere. Over his career, Harrison has always loved to hit the ball all over the field, no matter where it's pitched. In fact, he'll go out of the zone to find a hit if it's available to him. He had a similar batted ball total within the strike zone that he had on pitches that ended up in the other batter's box. And it totally worked. He had 115 hits in 138 games played, and that doesn't even account for the games that he didn't start. Compare that number to those other guys again, and Harrison had similar rate stats in the contact department. And yet, his OPS is much lower, sitting below 750 due to his supposed lack of power. OPS is a nice simple stat that's mostly reliable, but it's not perfect. Extreme contact hitters get severely undervalued by OPS and OPS Plus due to those stats' reliance on slugging and on-base percentage. Harrison's on-base percentage was .341 in 2021, which is certainly above average, but he only walked 31 times. His stats would certainly benefit from an increase in plate discipline, but then you risk losing what makes Josh Harrison great, which is his ability to make things happen. Josh Harrison is an extremely resourceful player who can adapt to any situation and make the most out of it. Let me show you what I mean by that. On August 21st, for example, Harrison lets a floating splitter hit him in the elbow, then he takes advantage of a Starling Marte steal of third by moving up to second on the attempt. Then he scored on a perfect read on a flared blooper in shallow left field. Sometimes, Harrison decides that getting out is so last year, like on June 13th, when Harrison had 4 singles and 4 at-bats. And some days, Josh Harrison just has to let the big dog eat. Harrison is an exceptional situational hitter who always makes the right choices while still maintaining an aggressive approach at the plate. Alright, so clearly I was moving the goalposts a bit during the batting segment, but with fielding I really don't have to. Josh Harrison was an elite fielder at almost every position he played in 2021. StatCast outs above average has him ranked in the 89th percentile of all MLB fielders, and he played 5 different positions. To be that good at that many positions is almost unheard of. And even then, it doesn't even tell the full story. Let's focus in on just second base, Harrison's quote-unquote primary position. Harrison was a top 5 fielder listed by outs above average at the second base position in far less games played than the top second baseman, Tommy Edman. Outs above average is a cumulative stat, meaning that it increases based on the quantity of attempts. Edman attempted 411 plays at second base in 2021 to create 13 outs above average. When compared to Harrison's 286 attempts and 8 outs above average, Harrison was on a similar pace as Edman. For Harrison to be that close to the league leader at a position that he only played about half the time is nothing short of incredible. Versatile, adaptable, multi-talented. These are all words. Lastly, it's important to mention Josh Harrison's intangibles. He's got good vibes, dude. No stats can quantify the existence of vibes. It seems like Josh Harrison is a guy who knows he plays a game for a living. Why not have fun with it? What's more fun than hitting a 3-run homer to dead center field? Hitting a 3-run homer to dead center field, and then trash-talking the opposing fans after you do it. See what I mean? Josh Harrison just has exponentially more fun than everybody else. And he's also a guy that's super competitive and driven to help his team in any way he can. While there's no actual stats that show how much impact a player's personality has on team success, there's one thing I know for certain. Nobody has a better smile than Josh Harrison. And that's just the facts.